Since they won their first match in the 2022 T20 World Cup, India have played another 20-over match, which they also won by 56 runs. But somehow, we haven't still gotten over that first match, have we? And to talk about that and what has followed so far in India's campaign and what can follow in their campaign, I have with me my colleague Pratyush Raj. And Pratyush, let's just talk about last Sunday, shall we? India facing a certain team who are, arch rivals somewhat. And दोनों का जो match था was attended by more than 90,000 people in the stands. That's just in the stands alone. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people who arrived in Melbourne didn't get to watch that in the stadium. And then there were, of course, millions watching it from the screens all around the world. And then what happened? Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Last 8 balls, let's just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
What happened? 6 of Virat Kohli
Yeah.
and the greatest league of ours. Two things.
Yeah.
Because we have never seen someone leaving the ball in T20. That too, ball is going down the leg. So RS will at his very best. And then Virat Kohli to hai. Virat Kohli, what he did, it's like really inhuman. That 6, I don't know how many times I have seen. आपने कितनी बार देखा? I have seen it more than 100. Like it's crazy.
Easily.
So I think that win was much needed for the mental thing, and you can see the way we play against Netherlands, and उसका जो effect हो रहा है पाकिस्तान के साथ. They have lost another emotional game, emotionally drained out game. Last match. So that win was very important for India going forward in this World Cup.
True.
And let's hope we will win against South Africa also in Perth.
Yeah, we'll get there, but it was a fantastic match, wasn't it? It was, in some ways, the opener that the T20 World Cup needed. Australia lost by a big margin to New Zealand before that. England somehow managed to win that game. It did look a bit dicey
Indians are saving
against
the West.
Afghanistan.
No, Indians are saving the West. You can see Rishi Sunak now.
Oh.
So he's not Ashish Nehra, but
Yeah. But particularly about that match, I think Rohit also said what you've just mentioned right now. He did say that you need to win these games so that going forward in the tournament, you have that sort of a psychological advantage. And that's what we've seen with this Indian team. So yeah, let's dive into the players now, and let's start with none other than Mr. Virat Kohli. I think there's a certain energy, or there's a certain switch that gets activated as soon as he lifts the bat in Australia. That's like a more sort of a home ground advantage for him than probably even England.
Ian Chappell rightly said he's more Australian than the Australian himself. He's loved there. I mean, the crowd loved him. He loved the stadium. He loves playing in Australia. His career, I mean, the Virat Kohli that we all know, it became in Australia.
Yeah.
That Perth century, and also it was about time, and it was like hota hai kuch cheeze that it was tailor-made for Virat Kohli. The chase, everything, the stadium, atmosphere, and I think only he could have pulled that off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
it was better than a fairy tale, wasn't it? Yeah, because the entire skepticism around him for the last 3 years almost, his form, everything that had been said, we have contributed to this skepticism here. And then he goes on to play that innings, even if he doesn't hit one of those 2 sixes against Hindustan, India lose, and then he hits those 2 sixes the way only he could have, does everything that India needed to win that particular match, and then the catharsis that exploded towards the end of the match. Almost every Indian player, surrounding him, almost every Indian fan around him, in the sort of
across the
yeah.
I think मुझे वो that last over was more or like Amra Kasip picture चल रही है ना, everything सब कुछ हो रहा है.
Yeah.
So there was run when we should talk about that last Nawaz over.
Yeah.
Because I think हर तरह के रिकॉर्ड बने उस ओवर में. 6 था, 1s, 2s, wide, no ball, 3, free hit, clean bowled, wicket, that everything.
Yeah.
Everything was there. It's like perfect. अगर अब्बास मस्तान पिक्चर बनाए तो उससे अच्छी नहीं हो सकती.
या वो क्रिकेट किसी को
सिखा रहा है
तो
that is like it went down to the wire. And last ball finish, and the way, I mean, RS kept his cool. बाद में विराट कोहली कह रहा है उसे क्या कि मैंने ऐस को बोला कि ऐसा करना है, उसने अपने ऊपर से डबल दिमाग लगाया और उसने ऐसा कर दिया. So that it was like I'm still not over of that match. I watched it in the morning again. How on earth we pulled that off? Of that match, I watched it in the morning again. How on earth we pulled that off?
या रोहित ने भी कहा कि उस मैच की उस विन की जो हाई होती है उसको भुलाना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होता है गोइंग इनटू द नेक्स्ट मैच एंड इट डिड शो ऑफ ऑन द पिच व्हेन दे फेस नेदरलैंड्स इन द नेक्स्ट मैच.
So I texted one of the cricketer, I know him.
Okay.
कि क्या चल रहा है? He replied, आज सोया नहीं. And next day they were like, team management told them, let's go to the practice, let's do this. So adrenaline rush was so high after that match. So entire team were like, they didn't sleep that day because they can't even us. We are journalists, and we also like have watched that highlight so many times. We also hardly get any sleep. So cricketers, but the team management, what they did really well. Ki next day, up off practice training karo because we have a tournament to win. We have a next match to win. The Netherlands who can't take them easy. So they did that, and yeah, still let's talk about this Netherlands match. Still, piece over 179 पे तो would have like थोड़ा और हो सकता था, but still it was it was an easy win, just very easy comparatively after what happened at this Melbourne. Let's talk about this match, second match against Netherlands. So, what are the things, or the report card? What do you suggest? Where we could have done well, how the batters fared, and how the bowlers did?
Yeah, I think a couple of positives for India beyond that Melbourne win. Rohit Sharma's 50 was important. Till the 9th over, India's run rate was around 6, but I think he exploded afterwards. He scored 25-26 runs over the next 2 overs, which was required for Rohit to hit the pull shot the way he does. He's a big confidence booster. That's a plus, him getting those runs at the top of the order. Virat Kohli, his method, and I'm sure we use this word a lot in T20s, his style of playing, which is not necessarily anchor, but yeah, he needs his time to stay in the middle, get used to the conditions, and then towards the end accelerate. So he needs someone alongside him so that they can guide the net, the run rate at that particular passage of play, which is where Surya Kumar Yadav comes in.
Surya Veer, right?
Yeah.
We call him Surya Veer.
Yeah. कल देवेंद्र भाई से बात हो रही थी. I think they both complement each other so well because middle overs में सूर्य कुमार यादव के जैसे runs कोई नहीं बनता. And I think that is where this partnership is going to be so pivotal for India. अगर शुरुआत में एक विकेट गिर भी जाता है, that's when India need both of them to sort of gel this partnership through the middle overs. Last में India do have Hardik Pandey, they do have Dinesh Karthik, a designated finisher in the team. But for the middle overs, these two are going to be crucial, right?
Absolutely. I mean, going forward, how and the way they are like after the last World Cup and they have played very little together, but they have forged some fantastic partnership. And Sky said in the post-match conference that how Virat helps him. कि अगर ये ball इसने डाली है तो where you can assume that where will be the next ball. So that is Virat Kohli, that experience and all. Sky is still relatively very new in international cricket. He's a domestic giant, but still very new to this international thing. And Virat and Surya's partnership going forward is very crucial for India. Obviously, we need some help from the openers. But Rohit getting some run is also very important. He was lucky, dropped a couple of times.
Yeah.
But that rust, he looked rusty, but I hope that knock will give him some confidence going into the South Africa.
Yeah. Let's talk about the bowling. India के लिए अभी तक best performer has been Arshdeep Singh. He's picked up 5 wickets in 2 matches, 3 against Pakistan, and this is where I think he has bowled the best first delivery by any player ever in the history of World Cup. This is your first ball. You're in a Pakistan-India contest. You are going to represent India in that second over, bowl that second over, standing in front of you, one of the greatest batters of this generation, Babar Azam. And a lot of discussion has gone on with Pakistan as well. उनके form के बारे में भी काफी बात हुई है, but he's still one of the great batters at the top of the order. और फिर he bowls that Shaheen Shah Afridi-esque delivery to him. Sort of was deja vu, wasn't it?
Dubai, right? That's what I was thinking. But the one thing about Arshdeep is very clear that he's got a very full head.
Yeah.
ठीक है, उसको पता है, he stick to this basic and just while he's doing a bit, he just keep it full. And that was a classic left arm dismissal.
Yeah.
आगे गया, थोड़ा सा अंदर आया, absolutely plumb guy, and Babar Azam was like,
I don't know what the review was about. Yeah.
it was all right.
It wasn't needed. Yeah.
It wasn't needed, and
Yeah.
just for the sake of Babar Azam captain.
Yeah, definitely.
So they took
Okay,
it.
not that we did follow early. दो तरह के skill sets उन्होंने दिखाए हैं. I think apart from his Yorker, through which he took a wicket yesterday, that is in the Netherlands game, he has also shown his tenacity to ball bounces.
Asif
The
Ali,
one-
the first
yeah.
match, and
It took him aback, didn't it? He wasn't expecting that sort of a bouncer from Arshdeep because pace is perhaps not his strongest suit.
his pace has gone a yard.
Yeah.
He's now bowling 137, 138.
Yeah.
So that is like that has helped him. थोड़ा सा ऐसे दुबई में it was 130, 131.
Of course, the pitches are also not the same.
So he's enjoying there.
Yeah.
And he thinks, as you said, he's probably our best PFP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we covered this on the Express Sports Pod, and if you do want to know more about it, he used the term aesthetically pleasing as far as the left arm pace is concerned. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to where India are heading next. Perth, South Africa. Perhaps the decider for who is going to top Group 2 now that Pakistan have lost to Zimbabwe after that India defeat.
हवन करवा लो बस बारिश ना हो.
Yeah, so tell me, what do India need to do to avoid facing New Zealand in the semi-final?
Win this match. Heck, win this match.
It's not going to be easy.
It's
but
not
yeah.
going to be easy. I think that what we defeated South Africa in India, जहाँ पे it was like belter other tracks.
Yeah.
ठीक है, हमने जैसे नोकिया को टॉप पे जस्ट छक्के जा रहे हैं, उधर नहीं हो पाएगा. That will be and Indian openers will have to perform, especially KL Rahul against the quality pace. He is struggling, and it's not like he can't face pacers, but the dismissal, the way he is getting out, he's looking. शोएब अख्तर की जब आप इसमें बोलूँ तो डरे against pace. So he's been hurried by pace when Asim Shah, Shaheen Shah, Priti, and so he'll have to get out of that and play aggressively. That ultra aggressive approach that KL we all know.
Yeah.
So his I'm really looking forward for his battle with Enric Nokia.
Yeah.
So that's like very key.
And they're utilizing Nokia as well, interestingly, because they're bringing him on in power play alongside Pandey. So 3 big pacers to face.
And they will add Lungi and Gidi also. They will not play Tabri Sansi, I think.
Yeah. I think the extra pacer. Yeah.
They will play.
Definitely.
And
it is going to be a big contest as far as Group 2 and its fate is concerned. So let's make a final call. India remaining unchanged for the next fixture?
No. You can't play Akshar Patel. There are 4 left-handers.
Yeah.
Quinton de Kock, Riley Rosu, David Miller, and then Wayne Partner.
Yeah.
So 3 to aapke hain, and they will have to save Akshar Patel.
Yep.
Then I think India might go with Deepak Hooda, the off spin, and then is more than capable in the bat than Akshar.
Of course, yeah.
So there will be one tactical change, but knowing Rohit Sharma, he is not someone, or Rahul Dravid, they don't like to chop and change. But ये थोड़ा tactical हो सकता है because you have to save. I don't know, against the left-handers, Akshar Patel will not be that effective. It's not India. अगर turn नहीं है तो वो छक्के ही पड़ेंगे बस. So that will be one change, both team. Or either we can say Ashwin as batting at 7 and add Harshal Patel to the 4. But Harshal can bat, so going all 4 pace attack.
Well, it's going to be a belter at the Optus Stadium, to say the least. And you can make sure that you stay tuned to all of what's happening in the foreground as well as the background at theindianexpress.com. And to watch more such videos, do subscribe to The Indian Express as well as the Jansatta YouTube channel.